As we inch towards the release of Ravnica Remastered, it becomes ever more apparent that the set is, well, yes, headed for a tank. With almost the entire set being spoiled at this point, I don't really see a ton of financial value, and judging by Wizards of the Coast previous history with Dominaria Remastered and how much of this product they're going to print and release, I don't think we're going to see crazy EV or good value for this product in the near future. And we're going to talk about all that today. But there's a ray of hope. There's some shining positivity and something I believe you should actually be really excited for with this set. We're going to break down all of it right now. Stay tuned. Ravnica Remastered, the reprinting of Shocklands in special old border, crazy borderless foil, and yes, even serialized. This set is going to be a turning point for us in 2024 Magic, in my opinion. If we follow the trends for Dominaria Remastered, we are going to get so much Ravnica Remastered on the shelves that we won't know what to do with it. Now, it's not going to be the exact same. Let's not just be all negative here. It's fair to say that the serialized cards in this product will prop up and help the value of the sealed box as far as the collector box is concerned in at least some way, in my opinion. I don't foresee this box being nearly as much of a free fall product as we saw with something like Dominaria Remastered because of these serialized cards. And to take that a step further, I actually like the fact that the product will be propped up by Shocklands. And no, not because they're reprinting Shocklands, but no, it's a comfort place for us. When it comes to buying a Magic product off the shelf, us as consumers have proven, historically at least, we love products that have any kind of proven card inside, and Shocklands might not hold a crazy amount of value. Yes, I know that they are going to come down in value, but they're highly playable. We're almost always seeking more or new versions or ways to make our decks look cool or different, and because of that, I do think this product has a better chance than something like Dominaria Remastered. But I also wouldn't buy the collector box with any kind of hope that the product is going to hold a realistic value in the short or maybe even long term. Wizards of the Coast hasn't proven to us that they can manage these print runs when it comes to major releases like this, looking at things like Commander Masters, heck, even something like Lord of the Rings. The set booster box does seem to have quite a bit of it on the secondary market, and yes, Dominaria Remastered hit the community just in massive waves. And again, we're not mentioning standard sets here, we're talking about kind of their specialty products that they do look to release. But Ravnica Remastered, I believe, is going to be highly readily available in the draft box, and I think in the collector box likely, though imagine a world where they shift the corner and the collector box is like super hard to come by and really rare. Like, I think it would flip us all on our heads. I don't think that's happening. My hopeful brain says, oh, I really would want that to happen, but I don't think that's happening. Now, let's just put this into perspective as to what this is going to do for how we start Magic in 2024. Dominaria Remastered was like this fresh opportunity in 2023 for us to look at Magic through a new lens. And I know it's hard for us to imagine this at this point, but take us back in time. When the set was released, almost everyone that experienced the set bought the product, opened the box. However you interacted with Dominaria Remastered was hyped in some way. And the main shining star in the fire that was Dominaria Remastered that burned out excessively quickly was the limited play experience. The limited play for Dominaria Remastered, say what you will, was so much fun. It brought us back to amazing times in Magic the Gathering history and let us play cardboard that otherwise really doesn't have a place. Listen, I can't find another excuse to put a Juggernaut on the table. Thank you, Dominaria Remastered. I think Ravnica Remastered is going to offer a lot of similar outlets for us. Things like Sphinx's Revelation, which probably gets played in Commander. When it comes to 60 card constructed or 40 card limited, we're not really casting Sphinx's Revelation. Heck, I have here actually a Drift of Phantasms, and it's not the same card, but I have an old Heartbeat of Spring combo from kind of this era in Magic the Gathering sleeved up on my desk, just sitting here. It's something I found in my closet the other day, and it harkened me back to how much fun some of these spells were to cast, and like, I can't wait to transmute my first Muddle the Mixture again. It's something I haven't had a chance to do and constructed in some time. I am genuinely excited for, to cast Remand, which is not necessarily as off the wall of a spell, but things like Lightning Helix. Like, this is going to be a really cool time, and as someone who heavily played Magic, and if you were around and heavily playing Magic at that time, you gotta let me know in the comments section, because as someone who is so involved, and at the game store, like every day during this era of Magic the Gathering, I am a bit excited. It's pulling at my heartstrings and pulling at the nostalgia for that era of Magic, for the time with my friends, and for that time in my life. And because of that, I think Ravnica Remastered is going to have a little bit more pull than we expect. But that last little buff, that last little boost that Ravnica Remastered is going to feel from consumers like me, from players like me that have that nostalgia, is what's really fading with remastered sets, right? The idea that we are emotionally connected to a time in Magic or these sets anymore does seem to be something of the past. With getting sets every single month, it feels like it's hard to chew on something long enough to really build a solid, and I use the word relationship because that's what it is, a relationship with a Magic product or a period in time for Magic the Gathering. It's something we just don't have the opportunity to do anymore. So I do think that this might, if this goes poorly, and this is the prediction time, that there's some positivity coming. I know you're not going to like it, but I really am positive about something that we're going to talk about in this video. If there's like a shining light here, and this does, they limit the printing of the collector box, it's a super well received product, everyone loves the limited play experience, it's got high EV, which I don't see this happening, but if that happens, maybe we see a course for remastered sets in the future. But Wizards is down to maybe 1 to 2 more remastered sets before it feels like it's kind of over. We don't have that connection anymore. I mean, can you D&D remastered? Like, what are we going to do here? So all of that being said, I want to get it on camera. I don't have high hopes for the value, for the secondary market, for how many products we buy when it comes to Ravnica Remastered. Make sure you're subscribed, because we are going to do sales data from TCG Player. We'll release all of that information this week, or this coming week. But with that being said, and kind of all of that out into the ether, I do think that the limited play experience, the feeling of getting out and casting those spells and having some of that fun with your friends, if you can compartmentalize this and put all of this aside and just be like, I'm not worried about the secondary market, I'm not worried about the box EV and the value, if you're able to do that, I think this might be one of the best opportunities of the year to get out to your local game store and play Magic the Gathering, and that being the release of Ravnica Remastered. And here's why. Not only is casting those spells that we talked about and playing a different brand of Magic the Gathering, because make no mistake, Magic the Gathering back then versus Magic the Gathering now, two wildly different things. Playing that brand of Magic the Gathering is a lot of fun, but playing it at the local game store with other people that are enjoying kind of the same brand of Magic the Gathering, you get a good group of people that are out there, they're hyped for a Magic pre-release, they're excited to crack some packs and build some decks. I do believe that you combine that with the iconic cards in this set. I mean, heck, there's a 3 fairy in here, right? You just combine those two things. I think you have a beautiful opportunity to have one of the best events, some of the best time that you can have in 2024 right off the bat, and I'm really excited for that. Plus, the idea that somebody's going to open an old border shock land and sleeve it into their commander deck and just be excited for the new piece of bling they got, or, you know, God forbid, somebody in a collector's pack, prize pack, or just off the shelf pulls a serialized card, the hype that could happen. There's a really big opportunity here for a lot of fun. So I think it's important, and I said this in a video, and if I remember, I'll link it. If I don't, like, listen, I'm so sorry, I'm crazy busy, but there's an opportunity to really have a lot of fun here. There's an opportunity to let go of We care about the EV and how many boxes are selling and the price, and all of that is important. That's extremely important. But every once in a while, it's nice to let go. It's nice to get out there and just play some Magic the Gathering and have some fun with the cards and be a bit nostalgic and live in the Magic the Gathering world that we all clearly love so much. So if anything, I encourage you guys to do that. I will be doing the same. I know a couple friends of mine, we already have a group chat saying, hey, where are we going to go play? We cannot wait. So I encourage you guys to give that a try. I really think you could kick off 2024, at least your Magic 2024, in the right way. And if you haven't subscribed yet, that's another way to end this year or kick off the next year, because we're racing to 7250 subs. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. If you like a little bit of positivity and the kind of honesty that I try to present to you on this channel, make sure you click subscribe and share this video, because it helps grow the community, it helps the YouTube algorithm and all that fun stuff. And until next time, you guys know me. My name is Josh, and we will see you around. All right, goodbye.